at Josh Eisenberg 4 on Twitter. It is the road to WrestleMania, and we are just about a week away from the grand stage of the mall in New Orleans. Come to Spirits on Bourbon, 1 to 3 WrestleMania. We're going to have Mr. Ken Kennedy Anderson, whatever you want to be called these days, Tommy Dreamer, Noel Foley, myself, LeBar, Juice, and the whole gang. First round's on LeBar. But this is the time now. I'm going to take it back a little bit. I'm going to go back to my roots and give you all what you've missed and what you've been dying to hear of. Please, Vince. Please, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, bring somebody back to the Raw roster. That man is Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens on SmackDown Live hasn't been amazing, hasn't been terrible. He got in feuds with Shane McMahon and has ridden this feud with Shane McMahon all the way to WrestleMania, and now a match that's being overshadowed because of the return of Daniel Bryan. So Kevin Owens on Monday Night Raw was fantastic. He faced and feuded with Goldberg. He faced and feuded Chris Jericho. But now's the opportunity, after his match at WrestleMania, to get back on the Raw roster and claim what is rightfully his, and that is the Universal Championship. We've seen Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens feud before, so it might not happen until August or September when Roman Reigns potentially is not the Universal Champion and somebody else is. But Kevin Owens thrived on Monday Night Raw because he was given a much more edgier platform and a much more freedom to say and be whoever he wants on a weekly basis. Kevin Owens doesn't have that every week on SmackDown Live. His biggest highlight was headbutting Vince McMahon, which sent shockwaves because of how old Vince McMahon really is. So please, Vince, remember that headbutt and remember that Kevin Owens is the guy that you need on Monday Night Raw to fill those lackluster episodes, because he is a guy that can take a microphone, make a crowd go crazy just by what he says, and also put on a 15, 20-minute excellent match. There's no doubt that the Superstar Shakeup is going to be something that happens after WrestleMania. Again, they've already hinted towards it. So Kevin Owens, this is the perfect opportunity to get signed and to go back to WWE Monday Night Raw, the flagship show. And then maybe, just maybe, Kevin Owens could have a long path to WrestleMania next year, either being the Universal Champion or potentially picking up a feud with Triple H. At Josh Eisenberg 4 on Twitter. Tweet me your thoughts. Let me know if you will be at Spirits on Bourbon WrestleMania Sunday. I look forward.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm going to stop you there, Eisenberg. Look, I love nostalgia. It's good that it's WrestleMania season and you brought the Please Vince back, and I like the topic. I like talking about Kevin Owens' future. But I got to disagree with you. Kevin Owens does not need to go back to Monday Night Raw. You reference how a Superstar Shakeup's probably upon us. Yes, a shakeup's upon us. And yes, a lot of guys are going to get moved around. All the more reason Kevin Owens needs to stay put. If you move Kevin Owens with everyone else over to Raw, then he's going to be put in the same situations with some of the similar faces. Let Kevin Owens be the constant on the blue brand. Over the years, as they're going back and forth with the brand extension over the last 10-plus years, there's been certain guys, Edge, Undertaker, guys that have been, they kind of like become mainstays with certain brands for a certain amount of times. Both of those guys mainstays for quite a while with SmackDown. Let Kevin Owens be that. Move some other guys in the current SmackDown roster over to Raw and vice versa, and then Kevin Owens is going to have some fresh matchups on Tuesday. You mentioned you wanting to see him go back to Raw and get inside the Universal title picture, even if he has to wait until post-SummerSlam. I don't know if that's going to work out. I think between Roman Reigns, between Braun Strowman, but between guys like Big Cass and whoever else might move over from SmackDown, the Universal title picture could be very crowded throughout the year of 2018, and it might not just be the place for Kevin Owens to fit in. Again, and you mentioned freedom. You referenced having more freedom and that he had more freedom over on Raw. Well, he might have done some more edgier things, and of course he was doing great stuff with Chris Jericho for that long run they had of friendship. So yeah, it seemed out of the box. It seemed fresh. It seemed like it might have been creative freedom. But I don't know. But we can't prove that. I think that if he stays on SmackDown, look, it's known. Vince McMahon does not go to SmackDown TV every week anymore. So if anything, because it's a 2-hour show, because it's always still going to be the secondary show because Raw is the flagship, I'd like to think that Kevin Owens on SmackDown would have more freedom. We're seeing them do more things of how they do promos and how they format things. It seems like they're willing to try and be more experimental on SmackDown. So therefore, Kevin Owens, let him stay on Tuesday. Let everybody else around him shake it up. But I think Kevin Owens on SmackDown for at least the start of 2018 is much better, you know it, for business. We got more Chair Shot Reality coming up.